When Hilda Rosario Escher announced she would be stepping down as CEO of the Ibero-American Action League, everyone, and I mean everyone who knows all that the biggest local bilingual human services agency does, thought, who could possibly take her place? The answer is Angie Perez-Delgado. She's moving over from the Villa of Hope early next year. I happen to know Angie through my work at the Villa, but I had no idea that after she moved to Rochester from Puerto Rico in her teens, she dropped out of high school as a teen mom and was saved by, well, I'm going to let her take the story from here.
I came to Rochester and experienced things that I had never experienced before. So very quickly, my life began to spin out of control. I was actually on the run, and I was a runaway teen for 6 months. I actually was out there. My family didn't know where I was at, and I got myself grounded back into the values that my family has. And I said, I got to do something better. And I decided to go to MCC. I got my GED there because I got 24 college credits, and I was working 2 full-time jobs and going to school full-time, and I couldn't even afford daycare. And I think at one point I owed Ibero probably like $1,000, $2,000. And if it wasn't for that bridge, I would have had to drop out of school. I would have probably had to revert back to being on welfare. I mean, and you know, I've been to that food pantry over there at 777 Clifford more times than I can even count. You know, when I was raising my kids on my own. So I'm very passionate because I know what an organization can do when they go above and beyond for the people that they serve and show compassion. And I'm just proud to be in a position where I can emote that back to my community.
That's huge. So I know the powerhouse that you are. At the same time, you are replacing a powerhouse in her own right, Hilda Rosario Escher.
Yes.
How's that?
It's anxiety-provoking. You know, Hilda is just such a big, amazing personality. I mean, she's so fierce, but she's also been a great mentor for me. And in many ways, I don't know if I've ever really would have seen myself in this role if it wasn't for some of her mentoring.
You take over. Ibero's already giant.
Yes.
Do you say, let's just maintain what we're doing and that's it, or do you plan to grow?
The external environment in human services is changing, and it's changing dramatically, right? We have Medicaid reform. We have a lot of different political drivers that are happening, and every single community-based organization in Rochester is trying to figure out what is it that they need to be here 5 years from now from an infrastructure perspective. We have some amazing services that I'm hoping we can grow and get past the storm to be able to continue to serve our community.